In the wake of the New York Times' story about Chinese Prime Minister Wen Jiabao's fabulous wealth, which of course is spread out around his family members, but is well more than the salary of any Chinese government official ought to be capable of providing, China has experienced a really impressive crackdown on social media in an attempt to stop people from discussing this issue. A huge number of terms have been blocked, everything from the name New York Times, of course, to any kind of terms that relate to Wen Jiabao and his family's wealth. His mother's name is blocked because there's apparently potentially several $billions that are sort of in her name in investments. Anything that you can think of is blocked, but it really goes a little bit deeper than that. And I discovered this the other day when I tried to make a post about this incident or this report myself on Sina Weibo. And so I wrote a post, and I originally wrote about Wen Jiabao's family's wealth, blah 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 blah, and then I pressed send, and it wouldn't go through. I got a message saying that the content of what I was trying to post was illegal. So I figured, okay, well, I had written out Wen Jiabao's family's wealth. That's probably a blocked term, so I tried to sort of dumb it down a little bit. I just wrote Wen's family's wealth, still wouldn't go through. So I switched it to WEN. Instead of typing the Chinese, I just typed out the pinyin, WEN, and tried to send that as a Weibo. It still wouldn't go through. So I took out the EN and just said that, W's family's wealth still wouldn't go through. So I said, okay, let's take out the family's wealth part, and let's just have it say, basically Mr. W, the thing having to do with Mr. W, still wouldn't go through. Eventually I got to the point where I was literally putting down that thing about somebody, and then making my comments about it, and it still wouldn't go through. So it's really pretty impressive, and it's clearly not just a keyword-based block that's preventing people from talking about this on social media. And this is a bit different also from what Weibo usually does, because generally what happens is you're allowed to post almost anything you want. If it has gone over the line, if it's a little bit too sensitive, it will then be deleted after you've posted it by the censors who work for Sina. So maybe they'll find it an hour later, or 2 hours later, or 5 hours later, sometimes even a day later. They'll come, a human comes across this and sees it and says, no, you can't say that, and deletes it. But this is clearly an automatic system, and since I was completely unable to get a message through about it, I think it's a pretty sophisticated one, and it's not the kind of thing that they do all the time. We've only seen this, I've only seen this before for one or two other really sort of what the government considers to be really big issues, so it's very clear that they do not want anybody talking about this. And they're going to significant lengths to make sure that that happens. I'm Charlie Custer for LinkAsia.
U.S. airwaves, a global channel of uncompromising stories, world news, documentaries, entertainment, and culture. Link TV, connecting you to the world. For more information, visit linktv.org.